Hi guys, so we're going to go over some of the phonics rules in the Superkids Workbook. Some of you have already done a couple of the pages for this week, and that's great. We're going to go backwards to page 7. If you've done this already, just go ahead. We're going to read the blue box at the top together, and I'm going to explain to you what it means. Let's look at the blue box at the top. Sometimes a vowel sounds like U, sounds like short U, but is spelled with a different letter. This is what we call a schwa sound. Let's look at the examples. Away, apart, annoy. Do you see how they start with which letter? Letter A, that's right. But what do they sound like? Say the word to yourself. Sounds like it's the short U, sound, even though it's spelled with the letter A. Now let's look at the middle column. Hidden, mitten, listen. There's the E sound, but it sounds kind of like that short U sound, that's right. And the last column, from, wagon, apron. Sometimes these vowels, A, E, and O, can sound like the short U. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and complete page 7. Then we're going to take a look at the spelling list on page 8. This is more practice with the schwa sound. What's the schwa sound again? Can you remind me? That's right, it's when a word with the letters A, E, or O sound like the letter U, the short U. And our spelling list: above, come on, read it with me. Above, adult, against, America, amount, apart, happen, children, kitten, button, ribbon, and cotton. You're going to look at both of the pictures, and on the lines, write down the word that has the schwa sound. Then let's take a look at the page for today. Let's look at the blue box at the top of page 9. Remember, sometimes a vowel sounds like the short U, but is spelled with an A, E, or O. What do we call this sound? We just talked about it. That's right, we call it the schwa sound. You're going to practice writing with the spelling words for this week. Write the schwa words next to their definition. And then you're going to underline the vowel that stands for the schwa in each word. Finally, let's take a look at page 10. This should be done on Wednesday. This doesn't have to do with the schwa. We're going to talk about grammar. When two words are put together in a contraction, that's the pink word that you see there, a contraction, and apostrophe takes the place of the missing letters. So we've been practicing this all year. Okay, two words are put together in a contraction, and apostrophe takes place of the missing letters. So have, let's look at the example in the blue box. Have the word have will get shortened to just apostrophe VE. You've seen this before. Oops, let me erase that. You've seen this before with things like I've. I've is short for I have. I, and then we just took the letters V and E from have, and instead of HA, we replaced it with an apostrophe. That's how we know that this is supposed to mean I have, but we pronounce it I've, And we spell it with what? That's right, an apostrophe instead of HA. Here's another one. This is also on the blue box on page 10. Is when you put it in a, what's the word with the letter C? Contraction, that's right. It just becomes apostrophe S. So he is, what do you think that becomes? That's right, we're going to keep the word he. We're going to leave out the letter I. And we're going to put apostrophe S. He's. This means he is. Go ahead and read the other direction or the other examples, and then let's look at the directions. Write the correct contractions on the lines to complete each sentence. So do you see above the lines they gave you two words, like in we are in number 1, you're going to turn that into a contraction. That would be we're. You've heard these words before, so you're going to keep the letter W-E from we. You're going to leave out letter A and replace it with the apostrophe R-E. We are going to Miss Gibson's farm. I am, that's one of our examples right here. Am becomes apostrophe M. I apostrophe M, I'm sitting by Golly. Then on numbers 5 through 8, you're going to look at the contraction and you're going to break apart the contraction into the two words. All right, feel free to email me with any questions or have your parents email me with any questions. Bye.